right. How about a very quick true-false quiz to test your knowledge on the ABC?
Great. I love the alphabet. A, B, C, D,
No.
E.
Not those ABCs, silly.
Oh.
The Audit Bureau of Circulation. It's the company that's in charge of making sure the newspapers are really delivering all those papers they say they are.
So they're the ones that are watching the paper boys.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, just answer true or false. Here's the first one. True or false? A newspaper that is sold at a 75% discount off its base price is considered paid circulation.
So if I bought a paper for a quarter that normally cost $1, would that be considered paid circulation? Let me think. Well, since it's a discount, I'm going to say false.
And you would be wrong.
Oh.
A newspaper can be sold for up to 75% off the base price and still be considered paid circulation.
Wow.
Okay, here's number 2. A newspaper given to an employee of the newspaper counts as paid circulation.
Well, now that has to be false. I mean, just because they work for the Daily Gazette and they get a free paper shouldn't mean it's paid circulation.
Wrong again, paperboy.
Gee.
A newspaper given to an employee of the paper does count as paid circulation. Here's number 3. Publishers can remove up to 10 days from their paid circulation average. However, the circulation must be 5 to 10% above or below the other days.
Wait, they can remove up to 10 days if the circulation drops below 10%?
Hey, you didn't answer true or false.
Well, you were so specific, I'm going to guess it's true. Is it really true?
Well, actually, yes. Publishers can remove up to 10 days from their paid circulation average. However, the circulation must be 5 to 10% above or below the other days. Now, the 5% criteria applies to holidays, and the 10% criteria applies to situations beyond the publisher's control. Number 4. Bulk sales to hospitals and hotels that distribute copies of the paper count as paid circulation, if paid for at a qualifying price by the hospital or hotel.
Okay, that one I can kind of understand. I mean, they paid for it, probably at quite a discount, I'm sure. So I'm going to say true.
Good job, you're catching on.
All right.
Bulk sales to hospitals and hotels that give away copies of the paper do count as paid circulation if the hospital or hotel paid for it at a qualifying price. Okay, last one.
All right, here we go.
One daily newspaper sold to one household is credited with 2.3 readers, according to ABC.
Well, they've all been true so far, so I guess I'll say true.
Actually, it's a trick question.
Oh, man.
The answer is false, but not because the newspaper industry doesn't credit every paper sold with 2.3 readers, but because it's not ABC that's saying that, but instead it's the National Association of Newspapers. Their national MRI readers per copy data suggests that every paper equals 2.3 readers.
Wait, you mean to tell me that if I buy a newspaper on Saturday and read it by myself and then throw it away, it actually counts as 2 readers?
2.3.
What's 0.3 of a person?
I don't know, your foot maybe?
I think I'm done with this quiz.
I think you are too.